Well, hello everyone. I'm here with the Sydney Gomes. I don't know if you've heard before, but she does like to get triple doubles every once in a while. Sid, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
And Sid, I mentioned it in the open, and it's something that's pretty much synonymous with you at this point. Last year, 2 triple doubles, already got one. Talk about what a triple double means to you.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me 4 years ago that I would be in this seat right now talking to you about triple doubles, I'd probably think that you were crazy. But just really the development of my game since I've been here, kind of taking not just that scoring aspect, but becoming a really good passer and rebounder and making those big emphasis on my game.
And Sid, we've seen the team rebound really well. The last 4 games, you guys have won 4 straight.
Yeah.
We've also increased your rebounds each game. A big part of that is you, Carlota, and a number of others, but especially last game, talk about what you were seeing, a career high in rebounds and a school record for rebounds in a triple-double.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like our big emphasis as a team this year was really rebounding the ball. There's some practices where we're terrible rebounders, and it's all we do. So, I mean, I feel like it's been really nice to see it kind of pay off and see Carlota crash the glass like she does, even on the O boards. Her, Nia, and I feel like we just really kind of came together and made that one of our biggest goals for this year, and so far it's looking pretty good.
And you mentioned Nia. She's someone that had to step up this year with seeing Kat go out a little bit early. Hopefully we'll get her back sooner than later. But Nia, she did a really excellent job stepping up into that role. We've talked about it a bit off air, but I was telling you some stats yesterday that Nia's plus 81 and plus minus with 79 minutes played, which is just insane. Talk about the impact that her and even other players that have been kind of thrust into new roles this year have done.
Yeah, I mean, obviously injuries do suck for our team, and we do hope to get those players back soon, but it's just seeing someone like Nia really step into that role has been great. I mean, that plus-minus number is pretty unheard of, and just seeing her really step into that role and kind of look like she really wants to be out there, and that's a big step for her from last year. I feel like Nia last year would have probably been a little frazzled to be out there, but now she looks like she knows she's doing the paint. She's a really good passer out of the paint, and she gets us all buckets. So.
And I couldn't agree more with that. Last year, I remember I've had conversations with you and a number of other players on the team where I would say, Nia looks like she's just scratching the surface. Like, once she gets that a click, it'll really work. And we saw it click last game. 11 rebounds for her in 14 minutes. It's a really great stat for her. But we mentioned Carlota as well. We can't just breeze past that either. I think she's been one of, if not the best 6-man I've seen here in our 4 years here at Florida Southern. Talk about having an impact player like that coming off the bench.
Right, I think she's an immediate impact off the bench. The way she could pass the ball, shoot the ball, score it all 3 levels, and she's super strong too. So I mean, that makes it a tough matchup for anybody who just sees her coming off the bench. I think that we're at the advantage when she comes off the bench, and really just she has the ability to score at all 3 levels, and we've seen her do really good things so far. And I'm excited to see when conference play starts tonight.
And it feels crazy at this point. I was reflecting on it yesterday, and even going into you getting that final assist after Dakota passed out of one. But you scored 31 points earlier this year, and that's kind of been brushed off because you got another triple-double, which is a huge achievement. But how did you feel after that 31-point performance? Because I know in high school you got buckets. You got buckets a lot. And you still do here at Florida Southern, but now you're a lot more of that well-rounded game than just a pure scorer.
I think after last year, there's kind of a target on my back. I think we can all agree to say that. So after that first league game, I was kind of hesitant going into UAH, and everyone's kind of telling me just play your game, do what you do. And I kind of just let it come to me a little. I had a great matchup in Lily Wilk in that game, and I think we kind of pushed each other a lot back and forth in that game and just kind of kept shooting, let my shot fall. Like, I mean, it didn't fall the first night, and I was able to knock down a bunch of threes, get to the rim in the second game. So.
And you talked about that confidence given by your teammates, and that's something we've talked about at times this year. After your most recent game against Puerto Rico Bayamon, you started the first half, and it looked a little bit like me shooting it a little bit out there, but in the second half, you really put it on, and you were able to find that consistency. How much do your teammates really help push you over that hump sometimes when you may be behind the 8 ball at times?
Right. I would say that I'm definitely one of the quieter players on the floor that don't really show my emotions heavily, but everybody knew at halftime that I was struggling. It wasn't a secret. And I think every person told me to just keep playing, keep shooting. And you could look at the bench reactions, but I do make that first 3 and kind of just knock it down, and I get to take a breath, and I'm like, okay, like, I can still shoot. I'm fine. But yeah, they've been great. I think we have a great group of girls, and all 15 of us really mesh well together, and we have a great time too, which helps.
And with that, you guys know each other really well. 8 returners from last year, 4 of which started. Some have missed time to start this season, but talk about how carrying through that time playing together, that time in the off season, being able to really grow with each other as well.
Yeah, I think like we talked about the other day, like the starting group has all been together for at least a year, which I think really just helps our game, and we look really confident out there. It's like there's no lack of communication or teamwork out there. I feel like it's all kind of smooth, and we really just do play well together and kind of know where each other are and know the pace of play that was expected, and I think that we really brought that into our newcomers too, which helped them kind of fit right in as well.
And the people at home will see this after the St. Leo game today, but you guys are heading into conference play now, your first road game in a little bit. What's the team's outlook after a really, really good Thanksgiving Classic?
Yeah, I mean, obviously last year we didn't finish how we wanted to, so I think we're super excited to be in conference play right now and just kind of prove everyone wrong that we are the team that we're known to be, and kind of just take everything we've been doing all preseason and using it in conference play. I mean, this past weekend was really good leading up to this, and I think we're ready to go. So.
And with that, what are some of your expectations or even just hopes for this part of the season? I know in my own sport with cross country, a lot of times going into it, you have these certain expectations, but as it progresses, sometimes they get a little bit higher or it slightly shifts based off what you've seen not only from yourself but from your teammates.
Yeah, I think as a team we're just looking to make a run in the tournament this year. I know it's super early to say that, but after last year, like I said too, we know we should have been there. We're a great team with a lot of great athletes, and there's no way that the senior class this year wants to go out without making that tournament. So.
Well, Sid, thank you. I really appreciate your time and can't wait to see the results from St. Leo and, of course, coming back for Rollins for all the alumni coming to visit. Thank you again, the triple-double queen, and she's good at a lot of other things too, I promise, Sydney Gomes.